Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're checking out the DHC-2 Beaver in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. This plane does have some issues. More notably, most of the floaters in 2024 have issues. I definitely have experienced on multiple floaters that when you first start, you'll start it up cold, and then when you give it throttle and you're ready to taxi, it just will not move. It's stuck in place and you can't figure out why it won't move. And it took me forever to figure it out on the reasoning why. And let's go ahead and remove this pitot cover. So I'm going to also bring up a clip of this Beaver 2, or this, DHC-2 Beaver, but without the floaters. And it'll show the bricks or the blocks that's connected to the wings and then the chocks. Those are what's blocking this or preventing this floater plane from moving, because when you spawn in with the floaters, there are no chocks, there are no blocks. It is as it is, and it's basically a permo stock, and you can't move it unless you do a janky way of doing it, which I will show you how to get around that. It's very, very, very simple. So let's go ahead and get in the plane. We already removed the pitot. Let's go ahead and do this quick startup of the plane, just for the sake. And then we will go into developer mode and fix the the tethers or so you can be able to taxi. Let's go ahead and battery on. We're gonna already put the pitot or the magneto over to both. We're gonna move over. Pump the primer 4 times. And then also, I believe the wobble pump needs to be also moved. And that came out. No, we don't want that. All right, we should be able to start her up now. Crack this. All right, max everything out up here. Should be good to go on that now. Pitot heat. Navigation lights, beacon. Landing lights, strobe lights, panel lights. We're looking good. Now, like I said before, you're stuck in place. You can't move. I'll show you guys. See the parking brake right there? Disengage parking brake. And I'm going to give her full throttle. She is not budging. Well, you just need to do one simple thing, and that's in developer mode. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, come down here to advance. Developer mode. Save. Resume. I need to move my recording screen over since I have an ultra wide so you guys can see. Go to tools. Aircraft selector. So I'll start from scratch. This is what it's going to look like if you've never ever messed with the plane selector in dev mode. It'll come up with this filter and you can narrow things down. Like we're in a DHC-2. It's already populated this. In yellow is the plane that you are in, which is what we're in is the DHC-2 Beaver floats passenger cabin radio plus ADF by Blackbird Simulation. All you have to do, double click on it. It reloads the plane in, and it makes it so the tethers on the blocks are, in air quotes, gone. It's kind of a janky backwards way of doing it until something gets fixed. I don't know what the problem is. It's probably on Microsoft side. But let me go ahead and recenter my recording screen. But that is how you would do it. And then you would just, if you don't want the bar at the top for the developer mode there anymore, you just go back to here and then developer mode off, save, and continue. And then if we now jump back in, so we're going to go ahead and engage. I'm going to take the yoke back out. Okay. Brake is engaged. So if we give it throttle, it should not go anywhere. Well, actually it does go somewhere because it's got enough thrust. But now the brake is disengaged and we should move very easily. Yep, there it is. So that fixes that. Now there is one little caveat to you doing the selector, aircraft selector. If you jump into the sim and you don't do the dark cold start, and you just go directly into dropping a new plane in, the plane will be already started when you spawn it in from the dev mode. So like I wanted to go through the cold dark setup, and then that's when I would drop the plane in afterwards. But we're gonna do a flight around the island, and then we'll make a landing attempt in the water. Go ahead and set flaps for takeoff. Shouldn't need a long runway. And let's go. And we're up. Gears up. I like the canoe on the side. Canoe's really a nice little touch. All right. Put flaps to climb. We gotta get over this mountain. Fly around the island a little bit. I love the boats. So many boats. Cruise liners, yachts. Beautiful environment. Challenging airport to land in at that as well. But we'll do a landing in the water. I do enjoy the water physics in this sim when it comes to landing. I think it's a lot better, a lot better than the 2020 version. But there are still some things I really do like about 2020 that's not in 2024. It's just overall, I think graphically, I think 2020 has some benefits, but I think that's just because of all the add-ons I've done with Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. 2024, it's just they need to update the graphics so I can put those add-ins in to make things look real good. Especially with all the airports I had. I had a ton of airports. But yeah, the water looks really good. Like this altitude, the water looks very real. Like with the coloring around the shorelines. I know that's all satellite imaging, but I still find that very, very good looking. Very good looking. Got an island out in the distance, a couple islands, few islands. This plane would be a good island hopper. There's actually several different variants of this plane. When you looked actually at the list that I had up there, there are a lot. I think that's all the different paints as well as variants. But this thing has a lot of options. Very simple plane to fly. We're still a little high on the RPMs. There we go. Got a cruise liner out there, out dead ahead. But we're gonna go ahead and talking's hard today. And give a landing in front of these hotels next to. Actually, let's go out farther to the cruise liner and we'll land out towards that. Big old cruise ship. All right, let's go ahead and flaps down. Flaps down the landing. We're probably high. A little high for the flaps to be in landing mode, but that's okay. Won't hurt anything, just slow us down. We're still in the green for airspeed. We're under 100 knots. We're approaching, I think it was that's like 90, 95 knots. But we're coming in nice and smooth. And then what we'll do then is take back off the water and go back to the airport, which is just behind us. We'll pull back on throttle all the way. Glider in. Really hard to determine on the water. There's our shadow, so that'll help. There we go. Coming in nice and easy. Okay, I can gauge the water right here as well. Oh, that was beautiful. That was actually a pretty nice landing. Turn around. There's the island out that way, and then the cruise ship right behind us. So let's see if we can take off. Let's put the flaps to take off. Get a little spray out the back. Little lift. I think it was a little too much lift. Flaps up. We're gonna pull up a little bit. Get a little altitude so we can get a good angle at this airport. Airport is coming up right here on our left past these hotels. Yep, I see it. We're gonna already put the gear down. Think of this as we're coming in for resupplying. Because we live on a very, very remote island that we own. Coming in for our landing. All right, landing, flaps engaged. And we are coming into the airport. Let's not scrub off too much speed. Coming in kind of steep. But we will correct. Level off, level off, level off. Ooh, that wasn't really the best of landings. Flaps up. All right. That was that. I hope this video helped you guys out, especially with the trying to get the plane to work on land with the little bug that's going on right now with the floater planes. So I really hope this helps out. Hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you later.